Hello. I'm Mike White. I am the Manager of Operational Technology Infrastructure at Orlando Utilities Commission. We call ourselves OUC. We are the, where's the little clicker thing? Okay, good. First off, I want to say welcome to Orlando. Hope everybody's enjoying the weather. I know a lot of people from up north. It's pretty nice down here for you guys. I hear it's cold in other places. OUC is a municipally owned public utility providing water and electric service to approximately 275,000 customers with over 400,000 unique service connections. We do power and water for the city of Orlando. Technically, right now, you're not in Orlando, you're in Orange County. So you get Orange County Water, and I think it's Duke Power. They're the big dog on the block around here. We were established in 1923. Our motto is we are the reliable one because we have the best reliability numbers in the state. We're the second largest municipality in Florida and is fully committed to providing world-class customer service and energy and water innovation. One of the things OUC noticed when we got our new CEO 5 years back, we started to notice, and I promise you, I made these slides last week. I know it's going to look like I copied other people's slides. We started to notice a lot of security breaches in the news, and to piggyback off what he says, there's probably way more. That's the tip of the iceberg. There's way more you don't hear about. Marriott, Twitter, Yahoo, LinkedIn, all the big companies. These are massive tech companies, and they all get security breaches. Ashley Madison, for anybody that had any of that. Another thing that we noticed was ICS breaches, and those are even less talked about than the big public companies. And with that, one of the things we noticed about the ICS breaches is it's no more war games with some person with a modem dialing in, one kid just messing around. Now these are groups of people. There's a lot of them. They're very smart, and they are state-sponsored in a lot of cases. You know, the Ukrainian Black Energy one scared probably every power company in North America, I would say. That's one that really got everybody noticing and wanting to change things. So when they said they wanted this to be a top-level view, I thought they meant for me being at the bottom looking up to the top. So we are definitely a medium to smallish size municipality. We're not as big as the city of Atlanta. We're not as small as the city of Claremont like where I'm from out west from here. Oh, sorry. One of our main concerns when we were looking at our OT cybersecurity was staffing. You know, we had a core staff of some network guys, we had some system guys, and we had a network security guy that was around. So we were kind of staffed somewhat for changes to be made in our industry. But with a lower size municipality, one of the main things that we run into is we have lower budgets than, a LinkedIn or a big power company like Duke or FPL. We have lower budgets. We have less positions available to do work. Like all my guys have to wear many different hats. My network guy has to do security. My systems guy has to do security on his side and applications on his side. So one of the main problems I found, and I will definitely touch on it later, is I had, we sometimes small municipalities become farm systems for some of these bigger companies. They take our linemen, they take our infrastructure people, so we have to always be looking for that. But at the same time, us and Duke, we all have the same threats. Us, Duke, FPL, we all have the exact same threats to deal with. It's not just we're smaller, we're less of a target. And then also, because we are a generation facility and a transmission operator, we have to take NERC into account with almost every decision we make when it comes to the power side. So when we started looking at companies and started looking at what we could do to improve our cybersecurity posture, one of the things that we looked at was what new technologies were out there, besides what we were already doing. We were already doing your basic standard stuff. We were doing your zero trust. We were doing nano segmentation. We got endpoint security. We're whitelisting. We're geo-blocking. We're doing all those. So we were looking for something that could augment that. You know, you can always go out and get another antivirus or something like that. We have, you know, IPSs and stuff like that. We were looking for something different. And also, going back to our budget, we were looking for where we can get the most bang for our buck. Where could we spend our money and then actually get something really good out of it? And do I have the talent to manage it after it's installed, right? Because you're only going to get out of a tool what you put into the tool. And then obviously, you know, the number one thing, how effective is it? You know, are you really giving me something that I can use, something that I can, some actionable stuff? And also, is it proactive or reactive, right? Everybody says they want to be proactive, but you still can't forget about reactive. You got to be able to resolve a problem if it gets in, right? Because not everybody is going to be, you're not going to stop everything. Something gets in, you got to be able to react to it and squish it. All right, so our decision. You know, we interviewed multiple vendors. We looked at a lot of things. We came through, basically, we looked at the effectiveness, the augment, how long would it take to get it installed? I don't know if you've worked with a municipality, but we are slower than turtles. We do not implement anything really fast. I'm not sure if you've been out to a power plant. They do not like changes. They don't like you messing with stuff out there. So we looked at that. We looked at training time, and then once again, you know, proactive, reactive. And then also we have to take that into account, the user experience. Is it something that we can use? You know, is it going to give me, you know, what I need? So we chose to go with a passive monitoring and SOC solution that was really able to augment what we were doing. Like I said, we've already done the zero trust. We did all that, the micro segmentation. What else was there we could do to get more eyes in more places where, let's be honest, when you're smaller like us, you can't see everything. You got to have help. That's the number one thing. You can't do it with just your small team that you got there. We found out when we went with this solution, and I'll just go ahead and say it, we went with the Dragos monitoring solution with the SOC. You know, that's the installation was simple. It was straightforward. Time was a challenge sometimes because, you know, people don't just like to walk over there and turn the generator off. You know, you got to wait for an outage, and that sometimes, you know, that those generators can run for 6 months before you even get a chance to do anything. They don't want you messing with nothing. So I was able to work around that. They offered training for us. The solution is both proactive and reactive. We were able to, there's a lot of threat hunts that they go on for us, and we're also able to go, when they find something, we're able to go do it. Because we, like I said, we can't have eyes everywhere. I can't. It's nice to have somebody else also looking at the problems that we have. Let's see, now we have a roadmap to see where we want to go and you know, and how to get there. You know, we've started with, we implemented in phases, you know, because we started with the first main phase to get a lot of ingress and egress traffic, and now we're going farther and farther down the line to get more data there. We have used other services provided. There's a lot of other services that they can come in because everybody talks about assessments. I'm not sure if people are like those or whatever. A good security assessment, you know, we get them from our NERC vendors, we get them from, you know, security vendors. It's good to have somebody come in and go, that's not right. You know, that there's a problem here that you've been missing. And yes, we have had some of those times where it's like, we're going to fix it next year. Yeah, we got that on the thing. But at least we say, you know, we'll patch it now while we're in transition. So yeah. I get nervous and talk too fast, but yeah, we now have eyes in a lot of places where we didn't have eyes before, and that can help you sleep at night, you know, because when you're a power company, one of the, you know, you get that black energy for Ukraine was very scary for power companies because the worst thing you can have is your operators being fed bad data. You don't want your operators getting bad data because they're going to make decisions based off the data they see, and if it's bad, it can cause a lot of problems for you. So, thank you.